AJ Styles, and that's not all, because the NWA World's Heavyweight title is on the line. It's the Truth to defend against Scott Hall. NWA Championship will be in that matchup. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with the man who will challenge for the NWA World's title tonight. Let's take a look at my conversation earlier with Scott Hall. Part of the NWA TNA organization. Equally good to be working with you once again.
Thank you. I feel the same way.
What's been your experience like here in NWA TNA?
Mike, I have wrestled all around the world. I've been blessed to be everywhere and a lot of times in a top position, but what attracted me to this company was that it's kind of an outlaw spirit going, this renegade spirit. These guys are, I think, maybe too stupid to quit. You know, they just want to go up against these mega companies that are out there trying to control wrestling. And I kind of like that spirit, that attitude. You know, they don't care.
You know, in doing my homework for the matchup tonight that you have against Ron Killings for the NWA World's title, I went back through your very impressive resume.
Thanks.
WWF Intercontinental Champion.
4 times.
4 times, right? But who's counting?
Not me.
Multi-time WWF, WCW World Tag Team Champions. But that one title belt that has eluded you throughout the years has been the World's Heavyweight Championship belt. Tonight, you challenge for the NWA World's title. Tell us about the title belt in general and your opponent, Ron the Truth Killings, in particular.
Well, Mike, I know you know your wrestling history, and the NWA title is the oldest title in wrestling. I think maybe it's been around for 80 years now, and a lot of great champions have held that belt, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it. But what the new twist now is it's NWA TNA, and this TNA thing is kind of what's really, it's got me puzzled, it's got me attracted, because it's a bunch of young guys. We got some old timers, we got some young guys trying to make a name, got old timers just out having fun, and there's this outlaw spirit going on, this renegade maverick spirit going on that's just attracted me. And you know, it's no secret, if you're the champion, then you're carrying the banner for the company and you run the show, and that's attractive.
And how about your opponent tonight, Ron Killings?
I have seen Ron Killings wrestle since I've been attached with this company, and I've been very impressed. He's an athletic kid, young, talented. He's really, really good. But so am I. And what Ron's going to find out tonight is he's not quite as good as he thinks he is.
Scott, best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
In the World's title match against the Truth.
Thank you.
Thanks. It is time for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship matchup. Ron the Truth Killings is set to defend the title against the man that we just spoke with, Scott Hall. Let's take a look at the statistical breakdown. Pretty obvious when you look at the height, weight, and years pro that the size and experience edge all go to Scott Hall. Will the Truth continue to find a way to retain the title? One of the many questions that we will answer during the course of tonight's broadcast. Scott Hall and the Truth, it's up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit and is for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the world. Making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, he is the current NWA...
Give me wrong for you lame-ass redneck. Nashville, y'all better give me respect. I'm the one, loud upside your mouth. I don't like none of y'all, how you like me now? Good Lord, try your luck, you get caught. Y'all hillbillies don't want me to stand it off. Try your luck, I wouldn't brag. All of y'all in Nashville can kiss my ass.
The familiar rap, Mike.
Cut the music off. Superman! I am the six neck! If I suck, you swallow. Now shut the hell up. What time is it? It's now time for the moment of truth. You know, hitting, six-pack, B.C. James, and especially you, Scott Hall. You boys want to play dressing room politics? fingers at Jarrett, saying that he's Mr. Wrestling 3?
I've heard that rumor.
I seriously doubt it. Come on. Let's look at how things play out. Jarrett's mind is not even on my title. Not ever since you guys came in with the dressing room politics, is not. So the way I see it, don't be a dumbass any longer. Just like the immortal Scott Hall always says, don't bring it. Don't sing it, just bring it.
That's what he says. Don't sing it, just bring it. And you just brought out the challenger, Scott Hall.
And the challenger, he weighs in at 262 pounds. This is Scott Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, arguably the biggest active pro wrestling box office star that has never won a World's Heavyweight Championship. Yes, the resume includes 4-time WWF Intercontinental Champion, WWF WCW World Tag Team Champs, but tonight Scott Hall can add World's Heavyweight Champion to that resume.
He obviously wants to say something here, Mike.
Hey, yo. Yo, champ. You shouldn't waste your energy bad-mouthing the fans. You need to quit being Jeff Jarrett's little stooge. 'Cause Chico, he's playing you like one of Ricky Ricardo's bongo drums. And you're so worried about Mr. Wrestling 3, you need to be worried about me. So how about you just give me a big old dose of the truth?
And it is time for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship matchup. Ron the Truth Killings, one-on-one with Scott Hall. Very interesting to hear the conversation. The pre-match comments from both of these individuals, both of them centering on Mr. Wrestling 3 and his possible identity, as Scott Hall's quite happy with his toothpick aim that time, right between the eyes of the Truth. Have you heard the rumors that I have, like Ron the Truth Killings mentioned, that Mr. Wrestling 3 just might be Jeff Jarrett?
I've heard it could be about one of about 8 people, Mike. I'll be honest with you. I've heard it could be anybody, but I think that's just something they're trying to use to psych the other man out. And I think Scott Hall said it best. You need to be worried about me right now.
Yeah, that is the key. Do not lose your focus, because we've certainly seen that in the past several weeks, Mr. Wrestling 3 usually seems to come out here during a match involving Ron the Truth Killings. There's always something involving Killings, and you could certainly tell that Mr. Wrestling 3 is on the mind of the world's heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that's for sure. I just don't see how it could be Double J, because I believe, you know, he's been out here. The two have been out here, I believe, at the same time, or very close to it. So I don't see how that could be. But, hey, everybody's got their opinions, Mike. That's the beauty of it. Nobody knows who it is.
Scott Hall using the dreads of the Truth as a handle.
Oh, man.
Has gone back to the basics. How about that?
That's a 6'7", 270-pound submission hold right there, Mike.
Yeah, we showed you the tail of the tape prior to this matchup, and it was obvious the advantages that Scott Hall has in this bout against the Truth. On the opposite side, will the Truth be able to use what would be perceived to be a speed advantage against Scott Hall?
Definitely the quickness.
The quickness aspect, stay one step ahead of him, as well as, of course, having the World's Heavyweight Championship belt already around his waist. Check the jaw of Scott Hall with a pair of right hands.
One thing you got to say about the Truth, Mike, he has not backed down from anyone. Whether it be Kurt Hennig, Scott Hall tonight, he's taking them all on, and he is the champ. And until somebody beats him, he's still the champ.
Great move that time by Killings to avoid Hall. Comebacks and takes him down to the mat. Hall quickly gets to his feet, however, but walks right into a scoop. Look at this. He's got him up.
He just picked up him
And
like
power slams Hall down to the mat.
like it was his kid brother, Mike. He picked him up and just power slammed him. I'll tell you what, the Truth you know is ready for this. Look at him.
Flying forearm smash delivered by the champ to the cover. Hook of the leg and a 2 count on Scott Hall.
Crowd got quiet in a hurry when the Truth took over in this match, just like he has here at the beginning. You know, again, you mentioned about the size and the power. I don't know that Scott Hall has seen anyone with the quickness and the speed and the agility of around the Truth Killings. Anyway, not in the near past, anyway.
And when you take into account that Ron the Truth Killings, who just hit the axe kick to the back of Scott Hall, has taken on several X Division competitors in his title defenses, now goes for the cover against Hall and gets another 2 count. When you factor that in, he's wrestled a lot of the smaller, quicker wrestlers, has Ron Killings, and Scott Hall by far is the biggest of the opponents that he has faced in a championship matchup.
That's what makes Ron the Truth Killing so great here, as we get to see him coming off the top rope. Oh! Scott Hall is taking a beating. You know, you made such a great point, Mike. He has been the most versatile of all the wrestlers in NWA TNA. From taking on anybody from Jerry Lynn to Six Punk to Kurt Hennig. He has run the gambit, so to speak.
Guillotine leg drop off the top was delivered by the champ.
And he learns a little bit from every one of them.
But you notice he was slow to make the cover that time on Scott Hall. I think that time frame before he went for the pin was just what Scott Hall needed to recover.
Well, we'll see. I think it's the other way around. I think Ron the Truth just wants to literally beat him to a pulp. But then again, like you said, the momentum is changed.
Yeah, comeback time for Scott Hall. To the ropes. Saw that back body drop coming, did the Truth. Caught him with the big boot.
Oh.
Drives him down face first to the mat.
Classic size versus speed here.
Cover, legs hook, 2 count. Hall barely able to avoid the pin that time. Just got the shoulder up to the satisfaction of referee Rudy Charles.
If Scott Hall wants to win his first world title as the heavyweight champ, he is going to have to turn this around, Mike. He has literally been beaten from the ring of the bell. The Truth has come out fired up.
Hall able to avoid the offensive move. Takes him up into the air, drives him back down to the canvas with the choke slam.
Now, when 270 pounds slams your butt on a mat like that, most people don't get up. That's what he had to do, though, Mike. He had to stop Ron the Truth Killings in his tracks so he could get his bearings. Well, I got to see that again.
Both men get to their feet. The exchange of punches here, and Hall connected with 2 in a row, and then drops him with the big discus right hand. Off to the ropes goes Killings, ducks the clothesline, but Scott Hall has him, and
it is totally turned around.
Takes him overhead with the fall-away slam.
You know, we talked about Scott Hall maybe not ever seeing anybody with the speed and agility of the Truth. I don't know if the Truth's ever met anybody with the experience of Scott Hall.
And the size as well. All put into that one package. Backdrop suplex off the middle ropes by Hall.
This could be it.
Fans
His
firmly in their support of Scott Hall.
Wait a minute.
That's that Mr. Wrestling 3 again.
Here it is.
Scott Hall turns his attention to Mr. Wrestling 3, who once again has come out.
Well, let's find out who it is. Here it is. He got it. He pulled it off.
Who is that?
I don't know. Come on, get the camera there. Wait a minute. What just happened?
Front suplex. 1, 2, 3, and he beat it.
The winner of the match,
Get the camera
and
there.
still NWA Heavyweight Champion,